What's up, guys? This is Mike from Ecom Knives, and I just wanted to show you what to do if you have a stuck screw in your knife. Now, let's say the problem stems from straight from the factory. You bought it that way, they overdid it with the Loctite in the factory, and you cannot get the screw out with light to moderate pressure. You don't want to chance it and over torque anything because you may strip the tool or you may strip the screw, especially on cheaper tools or screws. So you want to use light to moderate pressure to get it out, and like I said, if it doesn't move, you might need to look at other options. Now, if you caused this, let's say you took the knife apart to clean it up or do whatever to it, and you gave that screw a Loctite bath, okay, things happen. Things happen. You know, what are you going to do about it? No use crying about it, let's just fix it. So, to simulate this, I'm going to take one of my knives. This is the Cold Steel Code 4, the Tanto version here. And I'm going to take one of the screws out and give it a bath in Loctite. So, we'll use the pivot screw so we know which one it is. Let's see if I can get that on camera. There we go. Now, straight from the factory, this one comes with Loctite. That's the factory Loctite. But we're just going to add to it. We're really going to go overboard and douse this thing. So we got our blue Loctite, our blue 242. Get that open. And we are just going to make it swim. Really go overboard. Okay? That is a lot. Please don't do this to your knife, but I'm doing this as a demonstration, and we're going to take it, we'll just dip it in there even more. Yeah, that's pretty silly. So we're going to put it in the knife just like this. Like I said, please do not do this to your knife. There you go, no camera tricks or anything. Put it in just like that, and I'll wrench it down nice and tight. Now, even the action of the blade. So this is going to be like a worst case scenario. You see it's still swimming. You over tightened it and you let it swim in Loctite. I guess not really a worst case scenario. A worst case scenario is if you made the mistake and used red Loctite. That's a mistake. Don't do that one. So I'm going to let this set overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow and see if we can't get that screw out with a number of methods. Alright guys, sit tight and I'll be right back. Alright guys, that Loctite has been sitting and setting for the past 3 or 4 days now. So it is, oh wow, that is really tight. It is definitely set by now. Now, we're going to attempt to get this out. Wow, I can't even, there we go. We're going to attempt to get this out. So we got our driver. Now, if you got a screw that's stuck, get your best driver. You want one with minimal play. I mean, this one has some play in it, as you can see. This is not ideal. But if you have the Wiha drivers, like I had talked about in another video, or something of higher quality, definitely use those. But for this, we're just going to use this one. It's a T10. And we're going to give it some light pressure. And that's definitely not letting go. We'll try a little bit of a moderate pressure. Yeah, that's not letting go. Okay. Alright, so what do we do now? That is pretty stuck in there. Well, you might have guessed it. We're going to have to add a little heat to loosen up that Loctite. So I have my little Radio Shack 40-watt soldering iron. Now you don't want to use a flame or anything like that, and you still have to be careful even with the soldering iron. So you want to just put it right on the screw and heat it up. And we're just going to wait a few seconds and we'll try it, and if that doesn't work, we'll heat it up some more and try again. Like I said, you don't want to use a flame for this, and be careful if you have plastic scales, plastic handles, or or G10 or any of that stuff can and will melt, so you don't want to overheat. So do a little bit at a time and work your way up. So we'll give that a shot. Let me put that down. And while it's warm, you want to get in there. Oh, there we go. See? 2 fingers on it. Light pressure. That's all it took. You might have to work on it a little bit here. And what you're going to pull out and what you're going to see is that the dried up mess. You see all the Loctite. Now what you want to do with that is take a little wire brush of some sort. You can go to like Harbor Freight, has the little wire, I believe they're like welding brushes or something. They're pretty stiff bristles and they'll work pretty good. They're like $1. So you can get like a little wire brush, maybe get some alcohol to clean that up. And at this point, if it looks something like this, you're going to want to pull that screw out, the pivot there, clean that all up, and re-Loctite it, but do it right this time. But yeah, that's it. It's as simple as that, guys. Add a little heat, and she should come right out. Just be careful adding the heat so you don't melt anything. But that's it. Hope that helps, and I'll catch you on the next video.